Friends, this is the Truck Wars. The Truck Wars is going to talk to you guys today about. You guys see this very blank little area we got over here? It's actually not normally. This is blank. I've got 39 graphic novels that are normally stacked against a wall right here. I'm going to show you guys my 39 graphic novels. Fun fact about my 39 graphic novels: I actually have 31 additional graphic novels being shipped to me by Amazon right now. So I thought, hey, maybe I'll make a video right now before any of them arrive, which is too late because stupid 3 of them arrived yesterday. And then, ruins my whole schedule. And I'm not going to lie to you guys and be like, hey, I don't have 3 of my 31 graphic novels that are currently being shipped to me right now. And then also 2 of them are pre-ordered, so I really only have 26 graphic novels being shipped to me right now. And that doesn't sound impressive at all. Oh, yeah, the math works out. That math works out very well. So what graphic novels do I own? Well, the first thing I'm going to say is we're going to go alphabetically by publisher. So the first thing we have is, of course, one of the old Star Wars graphic novels published by Dark Horse. It is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Volume 1 Commencement, which, man, I really enjoyed the series. I didn't actually purchase the game. I don't have the game. Knights of the Old Republic is a game that I don't have. Does someone answer me a question that I have for you? I know Xbox 360 games work on an Xbox One, and Xbox games worked on an Xbox 360, but do Xbox games work on an Xbox One? I don't know. I'd love for you to tell me. But, so we got Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Volume 1 Commencement. That is actually the only one that I own of the Knights of the Old Republic Star Wars graphic novel series. There's 9 of them, and I own 1 of them. And I love it. I love the series. But I haven't gotten around to purchasing them because they're more expensive. Because, it's published by Dark Horse, which was the previous publisher of Star Wars graphic novels before Marvel is now. And, now they can't publish it anymore, which was a surprise because, DC graphic novels, you can always just order them, and then they'll just, if they ran out, then they print more ones. And then moving on, we've got Batman Volume 2, The City of Owls. The City of Owls. Now you're like, Volume 2? You don't have Volume 1? Yes, I do. The way that I organize my graphic novels, I got Volume 1, by the way. Court of Owls. The Court of Owls. Yes. The way I organize them, I've got them, it's like 2 and then 1, but that doesn't make sense, does it? Except it does, because when you take them out and you're like reading them, right? So, you read it, right? You read it, and then you're like, you read Volume 1, and then you're like, okay, flipping it over like it was a page, and then it's like, oh my gosh, the City of Owls is right here that I can read, and then it's like, okay, that makes sense. Which, if we just have 2, like we do with Batman graphic novels, it's not worth their time to do that, but, we got so many of these other series, so it makes more sense. Because, I don't just want to read Volume 2, The City of Owls. I want to read Court of Owls, then The City of Owls. And then this next one, it isn't a graphic novel. I'm not going to lie to you, but I counted it. Anyways, this is DC Entertainment Essential Graphic Novels in Chronology 2015. So if you're wondering what this is, if it's not a graphic novel, it's basically like, hey, we want money, we'll give you this free graphic novel shaped thing. It has a list of all their graphic novels. It's not like entirely that. It's also just, they've got bigger pictures. It's not just like a whole bunch of pages of tiny words like that, By the way, just imagine Stan Lee actually published a graphic novel with DC, and I really want to purchase it. It's $75, That was $75 if you couldn't hear me. Oh, I don't think that's on my wish list. My graphic novel wish list. Oh, I need to add that. Except my graphic novel wish list is literally just like really expensive graphic novels. And of course, I can't spoil that I don't have that one, okay? And then we got Flashpoint, which relaunched DC back in 2011. I really enjoyed this story. Did not like the movie the first time I watched it. Kind of terrified me, and I was like, oh my gosh, they totally ruined the Joker. Because I was trying to make up for the fact that it totally creeped me out. It's like, did it wrong. And then so the next thing is totally random. Makes no sense why I have it, but I do. He-Man and the Eternity War, Volume 1. And I can't even be like, oh my gosh, I got this like 20 years ago. So it makes sense. I got this, like, when was it? When did this come out? I got this 2 months ago, pretty much. 2015. Okay, I could say that it's been a while, but I mean, I did some pretty stupid things in 2015, but that's besides the point. Alright, so we got He-Man and the Eternity War, Volume 1. I don't like it because it doesn't have a subtitle. I only like graphic novels with a subtitle. Just kidding. My third favorite graphic novel series is Injustice, which, yes, it's also graphic novel. No, it's also a video game that I've never played, but hey, I pre-ordered Injustice 2, okay? I'm not always just never going to play these games that I own the comic book adaptations for. Also, by the way, Knights of the Old Republic has nothing to do with what the video game has to do with. Okay, so this is actually Injustice Year 4, Volume 2, which, yes, that means we've got a whole bunch of these. This is why I do the reverse. Okay, actually, we're going to finish talking about... Okay, by the way, these Injustice graphic novels, they just feel so good. Okay, then we have Injustice Year 4, Volume 1, which this isn't the cool feeling ones. Literally all... Oh, it feels just so good, these Injustice graphic novels, except for the Year 4, Volume 1. And then we have Year 3, Volume 2. Then Year 3, Volume 1. Okay, we're not showing these close up enough. Alright. And we got Year 2, Volume 2, which, oh my gosh. This kind of feels different. It doesn't feel... It feels better than Year 4, Volume 1, but it doesn't feel good. We got Year 2, Volume 1, and then, we got Year 1, Volume 2, and Year 1, Volume 1, except no, we don't. We got Year 1, the whole spiel. Injustice, Year 1, complete collection. Okay, we're making way better time than we did last take, so that's good, We're like... So actually, let's explain the system real quick. We sorted by publisher, like I said. We got Dark Horse, DC, IDW. Continuing along until we've got... It's like, it goes out to like here, guys. So, just wait. Okay, moving on to the Justice League. You got the Justice League series next, which I love this series. OMG. This was probably like my fourth favorite. This is my third favorite series that I own. No, because that assumes that I like the one that I own 22 graphic novels in. Oh, well. So yeah, Justice League Volume 8, The Dark Side War Part 2. I guess I'm not going to spoil it this take, but I guess and you know what? I will. Spoiler alert. Darkseid's a child in the end. And then we've got Darkseid Dice Master's card that we hide here. I forget about this. It's the real inside joke with this. It's not just like, oh, it's funny because Darkseid, and it's Darkseid War Part 2 and Darkseid War Part 1, by the way, Volume 7. So it's like, hey, we've got two Darkseid. The first thing that I thought was, hey, we've got two Justice League graphic novels with the name Darkseid in them. What if we put the Darkseid Dice Masters? By the way, I don't know what Dice Masters is. I just bought a lot of them. I don't know what it is. I got the dice too, but okay. So then we have Darkseid War Part 1. The real joke is that I never remember that it's there. I always forget that it exists, and that's what's really funny to me. And we've got Justice League Volume 6. Injustice League, which I thought I read it and I didn't until I purchased it. Because I thought it was actually part of the Justice League Volume 5 Forever Heroes storyline, which was also part of the Volume 4 The Grid storyline, but we don't have that one. That one's on my wish list. That's like the cheapest one on my wish list. Yep. Justice League Volume 4. And then we have Justice League Volume 3, Throne of Atlantis. Man, I really need to get Volume 4. It just would make way more sense if I had Volume 4. We have Justice League Volume 2, The Villain's Journey, which is not a very good book, by the way. It's the worst of the Justice League story. I guess Trinity War is not my favorite. And then we have Justice League Volume 1, Origin, which is the New York Times best-selling book, which they mentioned throughout the entire series. They were like, the New York Times bestseller, the New York Times best-selling series, the number one New York Times best-selling series, and then it's just that over and over again. Until Volume 4, which just says the New York... Nope. I don't have Volume... Never mind, doesn't matter. Then we have... What does this one say? Okay, this one is Justice League Volume... Justice League Volume... No, it doesn't have a volume number because it's Trinity War. Okay, so the way that Trinity War works is it's actually part of the #1 New York Times bestselling series, still, Justice League. It actually happens in between volumes, I think, 3 and 4, but I don't want to put it in between 3 and 4 because then it looks like I'm like, hey, this is the 4th one, but it's not numbered, and I felt really weird about that. That doesn't make sense the way that I phrased it, but I assure you it made sense to me at the time, and it still does. I just didn't phrase it right. There's Justice League 3000 Volume 1, Yesterday Lives, which I enjoyed that graphic novel series. It was kind of weird because, you know, by the end of it, see, you know how there's like eight dudes and one woman in Justice League? You know, you got Superwoman. Nope. That is the evil version of her that appears in Forever Heroes and the Grid. But there's Wonder Woman, and then, you know, you got the Flash, Superman, Green Lantern, Batman, Aquaman. He's not in the series. And Cyborg. Is that 5? That's 7. So you got, yeah, but then in this Justice League 3000, you start out with, you know, you got Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Batman, Superman, the Flash, but by the end of it, it's just all women, which is fine. There's only 4 graphic novels, so then basically what I'm trying to say is that the roster rotated way too quickly, but, you know, it's fine, I guess. And then we've got Superman Red Sun, which is a graphic novel that I pretty much only read because there was this one kid who was trying to convince me that he knew DC way better than I did. And I was like, no, dude, I know DC way better than you did. And he's like, well, do you know about Superman Red Sun? I was like, no. Except I was like, is that the one where... And then I said something that wasn't wrong. But really, it's a great graphic novel. I really recommend it, and it's just the best. And then... obviously, we had to get Watchmen, you know. I love that graphic novel. I didn't actually like it that... Well, I liked it, obviously, the first time I read it, but I didn't really understand what it was about the first time I read it, and I still enjoyed it, though. And then the second time I read it, I was like, 3 months later, oh my gosh, I do understand what's like the most famous graphic novel ever. And we've got Doctor Who Volume 1, Hypothetical Gentleman. Okay, this isn't working language, but we're going to get along anyway. So we got that... Yes, what do I have to say about that? I feel like I said something about literally every other graphic novel, and I haven't said anything about that, but we're going to move on. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Volume 5, Penguin. I know what you're thinking. You only own 5 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle graphic novels. The answer to that is no. I own 17, but 2 of them are pre-ordered, and 10 of them are on their way. And it's embarrassing, to be honest with you, that I only have 5 right now. Of course, like 8 of them are going to appear tomorrow, so that's great. So that's why I had to make this video very quickly. Recording video while charging your phone may increase the temperature very quickly. That's why I said very quickly, because I read it on the... Anyways, so, yes, we actually... I don't know if I've admitted it during this take, but I actually received 3 of the graphic novels already that are being shipped to me. Anyways, so we've got then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Sins of the Father, and then we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shadows of the Past, and we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Enemies Old, Enemies New, which I don't like the cover for, but... I guess I had it up pretty well. And we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Changes Constant, which I really enjoyed the cover for this because it's like Kevin Eastman did it. He's one of the... never mind, I won't tell you. And then we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ghostbusters, which is actually a lovely graphic novel that I purchased before I even read it because I knew I was really going to enjoy it. True story. And then we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Classics Volume 9, which you can probably tell why I own it. I checked it out from the library, and then it turns out my dog enjoyed it way more than I did. I didn't actually like it at all. But, you know, it was only $19.99, and I gave him a 20. They gave me back the 1 cent, and then I felt bad about it, because, you know, they didn't want to keep the 1 cent. That would have been kind of funny if I said keep the change, but... Anyways, then we've got Fantastic Four Civil War, which came out in 2014. Probably just to promote Civil War 2. But I really enjoyed this. This is like the only graphic novel that I checked out from the library, and then I enjoyed it so much I bought it, other than, of course, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Classics Volume 9. Just so random, Volume 9. why not Volume 10 or Volume 1? Did you decide to eat freaking Jill? But no. Volume 9. And then we've got, okay, Civil War. We gotta say that it's like my favorite graphic novel that I've ever read from the Marvel. Ever. That may not be true. I enjoyed the Guardians of the Galaxy, and also, I guess, no, that wasn't even true. I also bought this one because I read it at the library and I enjoyed it so much. Young Avengers Volume 1, the style was greater than the substance. And then we've got Avengers vs. X-Men is coming, which I didn't buy, my brother did. And how much did this cost? Dude, it cost $22. It was even just to hype up the freaking X-Men versus Avengers vs. X-Men series, which we don't actually own any ones of, other than Avengers vs. X-Men, it's coming. Okay, you know what? I've just now decided that I'm going to buy more of them. I just did. Goodness gracious. That's going to be relatively cheap ones that I'm going to add to my wish list. And then we've got another Doctor Who graphic novel, which is not under the IDW brand. By the way, so that has been, we've gone over 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th comic book publisher, Panini Comics. I don't know what Panini Comics is. I know what paninis are. Those taste pretty good. So this is Doctor Who, The Child of Time. It's the biggest graphic novel that I own. Actually, you know what? If we're going to talk about volume, it might actually be Watchman. I want to calculate the volume of Watchman and the volume of The Child of Time, and I'll tell you guys which one actually contains the most paper in the next installment, or on the April 4th update to this thing. And then we've got, I didn't hype up it at all. Okay. So, you know, we've got 23 graphic novels in the, if we don't count this one, which I don't really want to count, but then I also want to say that still that, we lost our place. Alright, let's put it back. I want to say that I have the same amount of Smurfs graphic novels as I do DC graphic novels, and this is the only thing that's stopping me from doing it. This DC Entertainment Essential Graphic Novels and Chronology 2015. But I guess I do only have the Smurfette, Smurf King, Smurfs and the Magic Flute, and the Purple Smurfs right now, but I do have 18 Smurfs graphic novels on the way, so yeah. So, yeah, that is my collection. And then, obviously, 2 Dungeons and Dragons guides go here to prevent further damage to the front of, we don't want to bend it, you know, we don't want to bend it at all. So that's what that purpose. Oh, guys, this is like 10 minutes better than the last take. So thanks for watching it. Congratulations on making it this far. And as a reward, we're going to do a sneak peek of the video that we're going to release on April 4th. Because, like I said, I got 3 graphic novels in the mail yesterday, which ruined everything. Got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Volume 11, Attack on Technodrome. I don't think I showed the entire cover. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Let's not get the light in the background. There we go. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Vengeance Volume 1. No, Vengeance Part 1. It's Volume 12 of the series. And then we've got Scooby Apocalypse, which... Does it have a subtitle? This one doesn't have a subtitle. Now, this... Oh my gosh. Oh, that reminds me of... Because this Keith Griffin guy, he helps write one of the graphic novel series that I really want to purchase. So that was a sneak preview at... So these are the 39 that I owned 2 weeks ago. And I guess even 2 days ago I could say that I only owned for sure. You know, Amazon might shut down and they never send me my 31 graphic novels that I purchased. That'd be very annoying of Amazon to do. But I appreciate that you did in Amazon. Anyways, so that's been this video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, dude. You know, we're going to do videos like this every time I get new graphic novels. I'm going to go over every single graphic novel. Although now it's going to go quicker. You know, it could be like Knights of the Old Republic. I still don't know the video game. Batman. I'm going to get the rest of them eventually. I don't know if I am, though. Those aren't on my... I need to add those to my list. Wish list. Goodness gracious. I haven't talked about my wish list in any other take, and now I'm talking about it all the time. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for please continue watching. Bye.